Hello students, now we are going to discuss about the immunoblotting techniques, right? So here as the name indicate, immunoblotting means whatever the blotting, it is going to absorb or adsorb the particular biological materials. It may be DNA, it may be protein, it may be any antigens that we are going to absorb from the sample and we are going to detect, right? So that's what it is called the immunoblotting technique. Actually it is nothing but it use the antibodies to identify the target proteins among a number of unrelated protein species, right? So whatever the target protein, what is the desired protein which we want to detect, that we can detect by using of the antibodies which we are going to release, right? So let's discuss the different types of immunoblotting techniques. So immunoblotting means Western blotting, ELISA, enzyme linked immunosorbent assay, and Southern blotting, right? So coming to the Western blotting, it is based on the antibody protein complex, right? So this protein we are going to detect by the Western blotting, right? So antibody, it is going to attach with the protein and complex it is going to form, that we are going to detect. So how the process it is going to be in Western blotting? Sample preparation. First we need to prepare the sample which we from where we want to detect the protein. Then we have to subject it for the gel electrophoresis. In gel electrophoresis we are using the gels for the separation of the particular proteins. Protein transfer has to be done, and then blocking and antibody probing, right? Probing means it has to be setup has to be done with the antibody and protein, that then we have to detect it and analyze the particular protein which we want to detect with this Western blotting, whether it is there or not, or what is the quantity and all those things. Coming to the ELISA, enzyme linked immunosorbent, right? So here enzyme we are going to use, it is based on the specific interaction between antibody and antigen. Here antibody and protein, here antibody and antigen. So how the process it is going to be in ELISA? First coating has to be done, then blocking, detection, then read the results. Simple ELISA techniques we are using, where the separation of the particular contained biological materials has to be done based on their enzyme linking, how they are going to attach with the particular enzyme that we are going to analyze, or we are doing the assay. There are different types of ELISA, like indirect ELISA, direct ELISA, sandwich type ELISA. These three types it is known as non-competitive, and there will be the competitive ELISA also, right? So it depends like how the separation it is going to, directly or indirectly or sandwich type, that based on that it is categorized. Coming to the third immunoblotting techniques, Southern blotting. So it is based on the hybridization. So all of you know that hybridization, two particular molecules has to be attached and they are going to prepare one molecule, right? So here what you call extract and purify DNA from cell. Ultimately DNA we are separating here, that has to be, the DNA will be present in the cell, so that has to be extracted and purified. DNA is restricted with enzyme. So enzyme again, enzyme restriction enzyme we have studied, so that has to be restricted. Then separated by electrophoresis. Again we are going to use the electrophoresis how we have used in Western blotting, here also separated by electrophoresis. Then denaturation of the DNA has to be done, that right? Then transfer to the nitrocellulose paper, because there only blotting has to be done, and add labeled probe for the hybridization, and hybridization will take place and we can detect the DNA by autoradiograph, right? So this is the three techniques which is basically different concept they are using here. Antibody in the Western blotting, antibody protein complex; in ELISA, antibody antigen complex; and in Southern blotting, hybridization, it is the concept where we are detecting the protein or the particular blotting by the membrane, whatever the things that is going to adsorb and absorb, so that we can detect the quantity of that particular biological material. It may be DNA, it may be protein, it may be any other materials that we can detect. Thank you.